Are aliens keeping an eye on us humans? Are they able to see each and every step of us moving towards modernity? Are those whom we call God the same higher intelligence alien beings who are able to see our every move, but they do not want to have any kind of interaction or dealing with us? Such are the claims of some scientists according to the zoo hypothesis. Now friends, these are some very big claims. After all, on the basis of what evidence are the scientists making such claims? So well, the story begins in the year 1950, when in the darkness of the night in New York City, suddenly people's dustbins start disappearing one by one. People of different localities were getting very upset about these mysterious disappearances and started reporting to the police. And by the way, this is a true incident. So listen further. Now during the same time, on the other hand, some people started claiming to have seen objects like UFOs in the dark sky of the night. These same people then came to the news media and started sharing their experiences publicly about what they saw and how what he saw made him feel terrified.
I saw this huge boomerang-shaped craft flying towards me. I just started crying.
It was in the middle of the night, and I just remember waking up. I just saw this large head hovering over top of me.
The Air Force has recently made public an archive of UFO reports and investigations.
Is Earth really the only planet with life, or is something else out there?
Due to this, people connected these two incidents and stories started being made that aliens are surely making these dustbins disappear. Yes, I am serious. This story became so popular that a famous picture was also published in the New Yorker magazine in which aliens are running away from the Earth by picking up dustbins in the dark of night. Now, at the same time, some genius scientists of that era were sitting together and having lunch in Los Alamos, America. And as usual, were discussing the issues of the whole universe. And then one of the jewelers saw this diamond-like drawing, which immediately raised a question in his mind, to find the answer to which great genius scientists lost sleep for many decades to come. This scientist was none other than the Manhattan Project of America, under which the world's first nuclear bomb was made. Its chief architect and Nobel Prize winner was Enrico Fermi. And the simple question that came before him that day was that if our universe is 13.8 billion years old and billions of stars and planets exist here, then mathematically and according to common sense, the universe should also be full of living and intelligent life like us. The existence of aliens should not only be possible but common. And to this Fermi asked his most iconic question, that, then where are all these aliens? Why don't we see any brothers? And it was a really great question because just think, we think of life as special, we think of ourselves as special, but are the elements that we are made of also special or rare in the universe? I mean, when we talk about life, we talk about DNA, which we think of as a special molecule that can make copies of itself, due to which the cycle of life continues on Earth. And DNA is made up of these 5 basic elements: carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, phosphorus, and nitrogen. Now, how rare are these 5 special elements? Let us understand this in terms of stability. These are the top 5 elements present in our solar system, which are present in the highest quantity: hydrogen, helium, oxygen, carbon, and nitrogen. And these are the 5 elements that are present in the highest quantity in our galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy. And these are the elements that are present in the highest quantity in our universe. Literally, you can see that those parts of us that have made us, turns out, are most commonly available in the entire universe. Even our Earth is not special. In this too, the same common elements are available in almost the same quantity, which are present everywhere in the universe on an average. Now, yes, I know you might say that, but the Earth is at a perfect distance from the Sun, which is called the Goldilocks zone, which is essential for the birth of life. Is this not special? So, well, what is special in this? Today, we come to know from NASA's Kepler Space Telescope and other missions that out of every 5 EHS, at least there is a star whose one planet is in the Goldilocks zone, just like our Earth, which means there are chances of life as we know it. Now just consider this thing. It will boggle your mind. Our universe is at least 13.8 billion years old. According to NASA, in our galaxy alone there are 100 billion stars, and in our observation alone there are 2 trillion galaxies, like our Milky Way. That means if we do basic multiplication, then 2 trillion times 40 billion comes to 86. Sextillion means this number has 22 zeros after 8. Now in this there is time. Let us also add the dimension, which is 13.8 billion years, the time since the universe has been here. So now my simple question to you is that how come there has been existence of so many stars for such a long time, and that too in a universe where raw material for life like us is very common? Are we so special that we must be the only intelligent beings? Now think about this too. This too will blow your mind. Our Earth is just 4.5 billion years old. The first living cell was formed from non-living material on Earth 3.7 billion years ago, the process which we call abiogenesis. 390 million years ago, only the first living being came out of water and started walking on land. Dinosaurs, which seem to be very ancient creatures to us, but they are only some 250 million years old, and they became extinct 65 million years ago. And we humans were born on this Earth just 3 lakh years ago. Some 10 to 12,000 years ago, we started farming. 200 years ago, only we made the first computer and engine. And today we are sending robots to Jupiter's moon Europa, which will penetrate its 15-kilometer thick ice layer to search for alien life in its deep oceans. It is marvelous, as it is. But the point here is that the advancement of intelligence of intelligent life happens exponentially and keeps on compounding. In the last 100 years, we have achieved the advancement which could not be achieved in the last 1,000 years. And in the last 200 years, we have achieved what could not be achieved in the last 5,000 years. And we have been born on Earth for only 3.7 billion years, because the Earth itself is 4.5 billion years old, but the universe is 13.7 billion years old. Now suppose where 1 out of every 5 planets is in the Goldilocks zone, the ingredients of life are super common, and billions of trillions of planets and stars are present in the universe. Then in such a situation, if life on a planet similar to Earth is a little older than us, then suppose it is not much older but just 300 million years old. Then, in about 300 million years on Earth, the first creature came out of water and became a super-intelligent creature like us. A super-intelligent creature like us has reached great heights in technology advancement in just 200 years. Where will we be after 300 million years? Just imagine, and where we will be. Why can't it be that some other creature has already reached that level in this universe full of countless and unlimited possibilities, that it may be 300 million years ahead of us, let alone 3 billion years? We cannot even imagine what that creature will be like, our intelligence. And the difference in their intelligence would be 1,000 times more than the difference between the intelligence of a spider and a human. Then why do we not see the existence of such powerful aliens in this universe? As soon as the scientist understood the seriousness of this question of Enrico Fermi deeply and with an open mind, all the scientists started looking for the answer to this question. And this famous question then came to be known as the Fermi paradox. Now, after the birth of the Fermi paradox concept, it seems as if the entire scientific community got divided into 2 parts. On one side, a group of scientists was formed who started thinking whether Fermi's thinking is justified or is it really correct that we are not getting any evidence of the existence of aliens in this infinite universe. It can also happen that we have not even tried to find it properly. Now, the group of scientists holding this thinking will be called Thinking Number 1, who wanted to try and find the evidence of intelligent aliens in any case. Now, group number 2, in the other group, there were those scientists who had accepted that we have not found the evidence of intelligent aliens till now, and neither are we going to find it in the future. And they started looking for an explanation to justify it. That what could be the compulsion of these aliens? Now, the group of scientists holding this thinking will be called Thinking Number 2. So now let's first understand what was the future of the number 1 scientist. What did he do? So from the statements of Thinking Number 1 scientist Fermi, we are convinced, and if we try to find it with all our might, and that is why these scientists have now started taking the issue of aliens more seriously. A leading name in the same group was American astronaut Mr. Frank Drake, who for the first time in the history launched a large-scale alien search operation initiative telescope in the world. This is about the 1950s. At that time, the Green Bank telescope of the US was the world's first radio astronomy telescope. Frank Drake used this telescope for the first time to listen to unusual radio waves coming from the universe, so that if any alien life wants to say something to us, then their call can be heard. Now, why were radio waves specifically chosen to listen to the voice of aliens? Well, because they can easily travel millions of light years and can reach us by bypassing the Earth's atmosphere. Even we humans, who are intelligent life, have been sending radio waves into space through broadcast for the last 100 years, which have reached at least 1,000 stars till date. Yes, if you don't know, signals of our presence have already reached stars like Vega Aldebaran, Vanth star Sirius, Proxima Saturn, 8. And if intelligent alien life every sigster. If we are present in any planet around them, then the message of our presence would have already reached them. And that's why radio telescopes were chosen. But because Frank Drake was alone, the progress was getting very slow. We needed more capable brains to work together in one direction so that progress could be made faster. And that's why then, on the initiative of Frank Drake, a meeting of the scientists of that time was called, which was called the Green Bank Meeting, in which many iconic names of that time were present, like Carl Sagan, Nobel laureate Melvin Calvin, MIT's Philip Morrison, who was a part of the Manhattan Project of 1944. And in this meeting, an initiative was born, which would become the backbone of all the alien missions around the world, and would become the ears of fellow Earthlings in space. The name of that initiative was Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, or SIGHT, which was a serious scientific effort globally in search of intelligent alien life. Since then, many missions have been launched to search for intelligent alien life by SETI, some independently with funding from private investors, some in collaboration with other SETI organizations and radio telescopes, and some with NASA. So now, what efforts did SETI's missions make, and how much progress did they make? Were we finally able to hear the aliens? Well, in 1977, due to SETI's efforts, we heard a very mysterious message, which was heard only once in history, as if perhaps an intelligent alien was trying to send a message to us, and it was much more strange than any other signal. This signal was named the WOW signal at that time. Another such project was Project Phoenix, which ran from 1995 to 2004, in which 800 stars near us were ambushed, and radio communication was established with them. Efforts were made to establish it, but unfortunately, we did not get any positive response. In 2014, the biggest alien search hunt project till date was launched by SETI, named Breakthrough Lesson Project, which is privately funded. This project got funding of around $6.5 million. This project ran for 10 years. Apart from this, SETI has collaborated with NASA and installed modules of alien search operations in many missions so that it can fulfill its agenda along with NASA's heavily funded missions. For example, in September 1977, in NASA's Voyager 1 mission, we had sent a golden record to the aliens in which we had sent recorded messages of hello and greetings in 55 languages, along with 108 special images. But all in all, if we talk about concrete evidence of alien signals, then the scientists of Sokhno 1 have not got such concrete evidence till now. But the efforts are still on.